Hey guys, it's Jen, and I'm so excited to show you 5 new stamp sets that I've designed that will be coming to my shop at CraftyJenSchow.com tomorrow for pre-order. So take a look, and I'm going to show you all of the stamp sets and examples of them in use, and I hope that you love them as much as I do. I'm super stoked about these. I just love them. So let's start. I just wanted to put this down so you could see them. I have prototypes in my hands, and so I don't have the packaging for all of them, and I've used them, so I wanted to show you that. But they come in a package with a backer like this. This first stamp set is called Grow Through It. I love this one. It has some hand-drawn little doodles from me, this larger floral, which is a cluster that's super fun, and then there are a bunch of smaller pieces that you can use to build your own. This little kind of dot scribble pattern that's great for filler, or if you wanted to stamp it next to the flowers, it looks cute. The sentiments say grow through it, and this has like a little detail of the leaves on the end, but you could cut those off if you didn't want to use it that way. In order to bloom, you must grow. Keep going, keep growing, and lovely little details. There are 3 different sized and different shaped hearts. I really wanted to create things that I love to use, which I stamp around little details like this, like instead of enamel dots or something, so I wanted to include something like that. So there is the stamp set, and then here I've just stamped it out, just a few of the things. The You Grow Girl, the little cluster of flowers here, and then this little kind of bubble of this quote kind of nestles in there, which I like, and then I stamped out the word grow through it. But you can also build these. I have a digital rendering of those built, and I'll insert it here for you to see it if you are interested in how those could come together. So that is the first one. It's called Grow Through It. Before I go on to show you the other ones, I wanted to just make you aware that all of my stamp sets are photopolymer, high quality, made in the US. They're 4x6, the new ones that I'm coming out with, and they will be $15.99. So there's that. All right, next stamp set. Let's take a look at this one, which I absolutely love. This one is called Here For It, and at first maybe it doesn't look super exciting, but I love the sentiments here. I kind of wanted to do some kind of current slang. I freaking love you, love, 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 yes, so extra, glorious. I say glorious a lot, so Flossom, Here For It, True Dat, Stay Woke, Super Rad, Greatest of All Time. I was going to do Goat because that's Greatest of All Time, but I don't know, it didn't look great, so I just did Greatest of All Time, and you can add the Goat if you want to. There's smaller sentiments, Keeping It Real, Low-Key Freaking Out, which I love, Keep Going Just to See What Happens, Seriously Shook, Seen and Heard, I Can't Even, Crazy But Cute, and then there's a bunch of these little scribbles. So this one is a really fun one to use, and maybe at first you don't see exactly how it would work, but you can pair the larger sentiments with the smaller ones, which I love, and you can also pair either the larger or the small sentiments with the scribbles. So you can see I've stamped the scribble in a light color so that this scribble is this larger one here, and then I stamped True Dat on top, and then Keeping It Real, I stamped this really small scribble here, and then stamped Keeping It Real on top of it. And then this one is a really light mint scribble there, and then stamped Here For It on top. So I love the way that those pair together. I think it's super fun, and I think it looks super rad, and I'm excited about this stamp set. So that one is called Here For It. And again, all these are 4x6 sized stamp sets. Okay, let's take a look at Lovely Peony, which I love. This is the stamp set, and it is kind of like this little line of peonies, kind of like they're resting on a table. And there are these little blobby pieces which are meant to be stamped inside the peonies for kind of a loose painted look. So they're not meant to be exact, but they fit inside these peonies. So let me show you what I mean. Now this this example, I made a card out of it, and I accidentally, when I was cutting the card, I cut the end off, so I cut the end off both of them. But if you are a card maker, this would fit across a it would just fit across a 5.5-inch card if you wanted to stamp it on the entire base of the card. So FYI on that, but I think this would be really fun on layouts as well. So you can stamp this and color it in yourself. You could leave it black and white, or you can use the blobs to color it in. So let me just show you how I did that here. So these two larger flowers, I stamped this large blob, just turned it different ways to stamp the background, and then I stamped this middle blob inside here, and then also on in a really light pink on this flower and on this one as well. And then I used this smaller little blobby thing to stamp the center of this flower and the center of this one in a darker color. So I like how they layer up like that. And then these ones kind of look leaf shaped. One of them I did use to stamp the center here. The other ones I used to stamp in the leaves. And you can see it's not perfectly colored in. I really like that messy look, and so that's kind of what I was going for. And there's also a little blobby circle that you can stamp in these little buds here. And I just think it's really fun. And then it has a couple of little words or sentiments. You are lovely, so sweet, and you help me grow. And I thought that all three of those sentiments were great for cards or for scrapbook layouts, and so I love making both, and so I wanted to include those. But I love that. It's so pretty. It's called Lovely Peony. So there is the next one. Next we have, this is one of my favorites. This one is called My Rainbow. And it is called My Rainbow, because there's a rainbow, and there's also a little sentiment that fits right underneath it that says, "You are my rainbow." Let me pull this up closer so you can see it there. So it says, "You are my rainbow," and that fits right underneath it, which is super fun. It has this cute little camera, and there's a sentiment that says, "We just click. Awesome sauce. You make my life happy. Life goals. Okay then. Thanks for that. Loving every minute. Sweet smile and us." There's a cute little doodled star and heart. There's a smaller star as well, and a little doodly circle. I've been doodling a lot of circles on my layouts lately with a pen, so I thought this would be fun to stamp it to get a more controlled look. And these little circles can be used to kind of stamp like a background, or you can stamp it in a light color and stamp a word over it, or you can layer these up together. You can also mix in these little circles with it to create a pattern. And so let me show you. I think I dropped the piece of paper. Yes, I did. On this one I didn't like stamp out something nice. I just stamped out all the random bits. So there you can see all of them stamped out. You can see how You Are My Rainbow fits right under the rainbow. It'd be fun to color this in. Awesome sauce. Thanks for that. So here you can see how those circles kind of could be stamped together. And then I've just randomly stamped all of the other sentiments wherever they fit on the page. So I think this one's a really fun one. I especially love the camera and the circles. I just think this is like my kind of stamp set. I think it's way fun. So again, card makers and scrapbookers I think could get a lot of use out of this, and I love it so much. So there is that one. And then the one that I think is maybe going to be the most popular and one of my favorites is called the Adorn It Alpha. And this is a hand-lettered alphabet from me. And it is called the Adorn It Alpha because there are these little pieces that you can use to adorn the alphabet after you stamp it out. So we have all of the letters, an ampersand, an exclamation mark, there's a period, a comma, or an apostrophe, and a hashtag as well. There are these little words here that I thought were good. I was thinking specifically about making titles on scrapbook layouts and what kind of words I use in front of a title. So I did the and love this and that. And I thought that those would work well to pair with other words that you might stamp. And then all of these little pieces down here are meant to adorn the alphabet. So I want to just quickly make a note that this is the prototype, and on the actual stamp set, this last little bit, this last little bar will be excluded because there needed to be a little bit more space to separate these stamps, and so I'm excluding this little bar, which is fine because the big one and the small one are really all that you need. And so what you can do, let me show you my example here. I just stamped out the word hello, and basically you can stamp out the word and then use those little things to embellish the letters. So you could use the heart and the star and the circle to stamp on top of the letters. The little leaves look really cute when you adorn them. The circle can be used to fill in the O or the Q or even like the U or something if you wanted to do that. And then there's the little bars that can stamp on the lines so that you can get another look there. And then you can see how it pairs with a word if you wanted to do that. I stamped that one a little bit too high, but I think you can get the idea. So this one is called Adorn It Alpha, and I'm so super excited about these. I actually have a couple of layouts that I created over International Scrapbook Day weekend using those stamps. So let me just grab them because they're here next to me. So here is an example of the Adorn It alphabet used, where I just used the letters. I didn't adorn it with anything. So I love the way that it looks just as an alphabet. It's a really great, simple font to use. So there is the Adorn It alphabet. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you'll check them out. I also did want to make mention of the fact that, so here are these 5 stamp sets again. You can check them out. I'll have a link in the video description to where you can find them. Again, these are for pre-order, so they will ship towards the end of the month of May 2019. And so they are on pre-order. Now I still do have available in my shop some of these 3x4 stamp sets that I created, I think it was last November for my Ready Sketch Go Volume 5 class, but I also have them available separately to purchase in my shop. And so if you're interested in this one, it's called Go With The Flow, and it's a 3x4 size stamp set, and it's $8. And so if you order this, I do have them available now, but they will, if you order this one with some of these ones, they will ship together, and so you won't get either of them till the end of the month. Hope that makes sense. And if you're interested, these are available for purchase as well. So thank you so much. I hope that you enjoy. I'm super excited to see how you use these. I'm super excited to get using these on my projects, and thanks so much for checking it out, and I hope to see you back here again very soon.